we're going to be preparing some firm favorites.
Like?
Fish cakes as
Oh,
our
okay.
starter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so are we ready to get cracking?
Yes, let's start with our fish cakes.
All right, so I'm going to run through the ingredients and then you're going to help me just to slice and dice.
Okay.
So we need some lovely fillet of hake for fish cakes, and you're going to make sure that they are deboned hake. I don't mind if you have the skin on, because when we mashing it up, it's actually not going to make a difference to the fish cake. And we're going to need some eggs. We need some greens. That's either some mint, which goes beautifully with fish, but we're using some coriander. We're going to slice up some onion. And
onion sliced already.
I know, but
Okay.
that's not good enough. You're certainly not going to use a ring of onion in a fish cake, because nobody wants a whole ring of onion. So you're going to have to slice this up a little more. And then some chili. We've got a lovely sweet chili here. And then some lemon. So we're going to squeeze some lemon over the fish. So the first thing that you need to do is to very quickly slice this up, and I'm going to beat up the egg. So here goes with your lovely sharp knife. We're going to slice it up and throw it into our fish. And I'm just
As
going
thin
to...
as possible, right?
No, not really. Big chunks is fine.
Oh, okay. There you go. Fish done.
Right, so you are, of course, going to stick this into a pot, and we're going to lightly steam it. So when we're done with this, just lightly steamed hake, we're gonna then have that. We've done that for you in advance. So here we go.
To get you an idea.
So-
So this is now the steamed fish.
Yes, so we have some steamed fish in there, and you are going to do a little slice of lemon. Right,
you're going to do
I'm
it
going to
this
do
time.
the
There
slice
you
of lemon while you chop up that onion, because you're very good at chopping up onions.
I knew. But there's a trick to this today.
Yes.
I have a special machine.
Wow.
And then I'll appear with the onions.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's see this happen.
You put it in there, and
Wow.
onion done.
Wow, that is well done.
Onion without tears.
Onion without tears. So much for all of the lecture about how you should be slicing onions and your mother-in-law doesn't like you, etc. So here we
Now
go.
we know that my
You can just dump
mother-in-law-
that.
My mother-in-law loves me.
There you
She
go.
gave me this machine.
Okay. All right. So, yes, this is absolutely
Lovely
beautiful circles of onion. But although they're wonderful, you certainly cannot put a big slice of onion into the fish cake. So I'm going to just place them together, and I'm just going to
Okay. As long as you cut in there.
give them a little bit of chop up. Oh, and it's wonderful that you have done almost half of the work. There we go. And there we go. We've got the onion. Oh, this is
Oh.
absolutely stunning. And you are, while we're here, can your machine also do some chili? So we're going to put some
Wait,
onion in there.
So the machine must do this chili.
No, I don't think it'll
I
work.
think we just
You're
do
just
it
going to
with
slice it by
yeah.
hand.
Right. How do you want the onion, the chili cut up?
As fine as possible.
Oh, so not just any fine. In circles. Doesn't matter.
Just chop, fine, fine.
Okay. All right. Chili's done.
Chili's done. Wow, that's a huge lot of chili. Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
there we go. And then we have some fresh coriander, and I've washed and prepared this. So you're just going to slice that as finely as you can. Well done. I'm beating up the egg with some salt for an egg wash. Yay. Very good at that. So as you can see, we're adding in the stem as well as all of the leaves. Just gives it a lovely flavor and a crunch
A very nice green taste.
and a green taste. I don't know what a green taste is, but it's a green
Coriander.
taste. Coriander taste. All right. So we added that in.
Put this in.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to add some salts in here. A nice sprinkle of salt. I would say about a good half a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
I'm going to put some crushed black pepper in here. But you're not going to get any of the seeds in. So here we go. Crushed black pepper.
That's about
A little bit more, so it's spicy.
half
Yes.
teaspoon.
And I have a wonderful spice, the garam masala that we told you about last week. So it's a warming spice. It's a mixture of jeera and saunf and
So how is this
pepper
going to become fish cake?
and clove. So there we are. We've just chucked in all of our mixture into this bowl.
Okay.
And you're going to get your hands in there and you're just going to mash it up.
I just knew that. was
Yes,
coming.
that's
Okay.
right. Oh, and while you're doing that, I have some ginger. Ginger is wonderful for the digestion. It gives a lovely flavor.
Didn't you put
And-
ginger and garlic in?
No, that
Some
was
more
just garlic.
Oh, garlic, okay.
And there's our ginger. And you
Alright.
can get that all mashed up.
Okay.
I'm just going to add a little bit of egg in here,
Oh, I was
just
about
so
to
that
ask
it
about
just
that.
makes it
Bind.
a little bit sticky and therefore it's able to bind.
There you
So let's go.
I knew something. This is really feeling like the mud we used to play with in primary school.
Oh, there you go.
Preschool, wherever.
Preschool,
Make little.
mud pies.
I didn't make mud pies.
What did you
I
make?
built garages.
Oh, I
for
beg
my
your
cars.
pardon.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. We've got flaked fish. We've got some wonderful coriander in there. We've got the chili, the ginger, and the garlic,
Some nice color.
and some lovely color, as you can see. And then we are just going to pat these into little cakes. There we go. We're going to just take a spoonful like this, and we're going to just squash it up. And you also will be taking out any excess liquid in here.
Why are you doing that?
So we're just going to pat them up so we make them into little fish cakes, okay? So there we have it, the flaked cake and all of the yummy ingredients that we've put in, the onion, the chili, the ginger, the garlic, and
So we're ready to make fish cakes. Now.
well, no, actually, if we don't add a mashed potato in here, it's just going to be all flaky. So if I try to put this together in a little patty cake, it's never going to hold and it's just going to flake open. But if we add a boiled and mashed potato, that is going to bind. So here we go.
So that's why
We've
I'm
mashed
making-
up a single potato, and yes, that is why you were mashing up the potato. You're just going to add that into the mixture. Right, scoop it in. Well done. Get your hands in there. Well done. Oh, let's take it all out. Okay. Well done. So there we have it. We have for nearly 500 grams of flaked fish. We have a single potato that we're going to be mixing in here. A mashed potato. Just double check that your potato is nicely cooked, because the last thing you want is to have some lumpy bits of potato in a yummy fish cake.
Okay.
So we're going to get a handful of this. It just depends on how large you want to make it. I'm going to be just manipulating it around, and I'm going to pat it down.
That's it. Now we can fry it.
Here we can. We're going to just dip it into that egg wash that you've beat up for us.
I thought I was finished with my work.
No, your work is never done. And then we dip this into the egg, and we
Oh, bread.
put that into the breadcrumbs. And you would find that the whole time you can just keep manipulating it so that you keep the shape. Okay? So here goes. We pick that up and we place it in. And there's our first fish cake. Could you do a couple more like that now? And I'm going to get the oil on.
Oh, you mean, okay, so I have to fry it, right?
Yes, were you ready to eat that up?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll just help you.
I think so, because you're very good at doing it.
I am indeed. So
I'll just put the breadcrumbs in.
that's very good.
Yeah.
And it does help, because then, you know, your hands are moist. You don't want to get all of this egg into the breadcrumb as well.
Okay.
So we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk this up. And of course, the kind of crumbs that we choose to use are the panko crumbs. And like we said last week, it gives us a lot of wonderful crunch. All right. So here goes. Make sure you don't flatten it too much. So we've got the oil on the heat here. So once again, if you want to, you can add some chili oil in here, like I have.
Chili oil.
Yes. It's just chili flavored oil. You could add some garlic oil. But generally, it's fine enough if you want to deep fry it, you could use some sunflower oil. And if you want to shallow fry, go for some olive oil. You can, of course, also bake this in the oven. So here we go. Just plonk that into the oil. Remember as well, everything is cooked in here. So we can just fry up the outside just to get some kind of crunch, and then we're good to go. There we go. That's beautiful and crunchy and golden in color.
I learned it from my mother.
There you go. And remember as well that you don't want them too brown.
Oh.
The fish doesn't need to cook. We've already
I
cooked
thought you
it.
talked about my mother.
Okay. All right. I can't help you with that. So let's go.
All right, there we go.
Nice high heat, a good steady flame, and it's just frying up the outside. And there you have it. We have our first batch of fish cakes almost out.